Hey guys, it's Wendy here with Wendy's Plans, and today I wanted to pop on and do a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year video for all of you who have been following me for a long time, for all the new followers. So, guys, stick around. Alrighty, guys. So, my first thought was I was going to do Happy New Year video and a Merry Christmas video. And then I thought they're too close together, so let's just do one video to do them all. So I thought I would kind of give y'all a review of everything that's going on this year, and then give you an update on everything that I see happening in 2024. Guys, my allergies are crazy, and I have this one eye that just keeps running water. Um, Once I get done, I'm going to take some allergy medicine too. So, the first biggest thing this year that happened for me, and I think looking back, it was a trigger for me to start thinking about life and what I needed to do and where things were going to be going. And that was when my cat Ellie passed away. So that was early to late, or not early to late, but mid to late January that I lost her. And it was all of a sudden, it was, guys, my glasses look crooked, but they're not. It must be my head. Um, but it was right after Christmas. It was unexpected. It was also in that period of time where I had lost my father in 2007, which was January 2nd, and losing my husband January 28th of 2016. So the month of January and Christmas is really difficult for me. So losing her unexpectedly really shook me up just a little bit. And so I started thinking about where I wanted to be, what I wanted to do. And so things started happening in my brain. I was looking at things a lot differently. I I could feel the need to leave the position that I was in the hospital, but I had not made up my mind that that's what I truly wanted to do and what would be best for me. So I think Ellie was the catalyst for all of that. So things really started working in my brain probably May, June, and definitely May and June. Things were just, I, I realized that I wasn't as happy as I used to be in the position that I was in with the hospital. And so I think at that point was when I decided that I need to really seriously look at what I wanted to do, where I wanted to be, what my financial situation was, what I could handle in my financial situation. And so at that point is when I started making phone calls to find out when I can start receiving Social Security benefits and how I could address the money that was in my retirement, my 401ks, my 403bs, all of that money that I had that at this point in time I really couldn't access any of it. So that was when I finally made the decision that I was going to retire. And so I gave my notice in June, and I'm going to be honest, they talked me out of it. And then 2 weeks later, I was like, no, Wendy, you need to go ahead and do this. And that's when I went back and said, no, I truly am going to be leaving. And I gave my notice. Guys, I'm going to tell you, boom, I was a different person. I was just so much happier. And so that was a really big decision for me. And it made me feel like I could do what I wanted to do. And then I went on my trip with my friend Jan, and I told her I'd given my notice that I had retired. By that point, I was retired. I had been training the person that took over my position, but I was, for all intents and purposes, I was retired. So that trip was a great trip. Um, Being able to talk to somebody that was already retired, already knew the joys and even some of the downsides. So that was a good trip. Another good thing that happened was the launch of the new Hobonichi planners. At that point, I felt like I wanted something new, but I didn't know what I wanted. And they came out with a Han. And now I am so excited. Yeah, it's the same layout as the cousin A5 cousin Hobonichi. Um, but I think it's just the newness of it being hardback. It just makes me feel like it's a different planner. So we'll see how that is. But that was another plus. And then because of you guys, um, I hit 1,000 subscribers on my channel, and that for any YouTuber is like a milestone because at that point, you get monetized, and that's a big thing for somebody that's doing YouTube. I do YouTube because I enjoy it. I do YouTube because it's something I have a passion for. I don't know how to explain it, guys. It's just something I like to do, and to hit that milestone, it was mind blowing. I'm just saying, you guys, y'all were wonderful. I love the interaction in the comments with you guys. It's just amazing, guys. None of these are in any particular order other than Ellie and the decision to retire. I'm just going to throw that out there. And then finally, fully making the decision that I'm going to retire, that I'm going to travel. I'm going to bring you guys along with me on my travels. So that pretty much sums up my year for 2023. Now, going into 2024, I do have some um, sad feelings. I guess it's the only way I can say it because I'm going to be leaving this apartment that I've been in for the last 3 years. And before, when I first sold my house and moved into an apartment, I knew that was the first step in this process. And me and Christopher moved into an apartment. And so we lived in an apartment together for almost 2 years. And then Christopher and Emma decided they needed their space. And I looked at it as this is going to give me an opportunity to live on my own. I had never done that before. Um, you know, you live with your parents, or I did. Back in the day, you lived at home until you got married. And then once you got married, you lived with your husband. And that's pretty much the way my life was. And so even after his death, I still had Christopher at home with me. So I had never lived on my own. And so that was going to be a big step for me. And it truly was a big step for me. Probably the first 3 months, I didn't know what to do with myself. And then I kind of settled down. I made friends in the apartment complex, and things changed, and they were for the better. Now I'm leaving those friends, and um, that's hard. So I'm leaving an apartment that I established my independence. I'm leaving the friends that I made here, and that's difficult. I'm leaving my one and only child. I say my kids when I'm filming and it has anything to do with Christopher and Emma. I feel like she's mine. She's not technically, biologically, she's not mine. Um, but she is. She's part of my family. She is one of my kids, and so I'm leaving them. I'm leaving my mom. I'm not leaving them permanently. I will be back and forth. Um, they will be here and will be helping me with her. So it's just the change, I think is the best way to say it. It is the change that's coming. So everything is not going to be, all sad sack in this video because there's some good things coming. And I know I'm going to meet new people out on the road, and I'm going to develop new friendships. I will have friendships to come back to. The people that are here that I have met and enjoy, like, guys, me and Renee have dinner together at least once a week. And during the holidays, I've been running down and getting her packages and putting them in her apartment or bringing them up until she gets home. So, you know, I'm still going to have those relationships. So that's going to be fun. But I am going to meet new people on the road. I'm hoping that I can, along the way, have meetups with you guys, and just, even if it's nothing but meet at a coffee shop somewhere and have, coffee together and talk and look at each other's planners and things like that. That's what I hope that this channel is going to build to. Um, and I'm also looking forward to the new content that I am going to be bringing you guys. So there is a lot of good things coming in the new year. And guys, I told you I was not going to tell you anybody where I'm going to be for the first 2 months, but I can't hold it in. And I'm so afraid if I don't just go ahead and tell you guys where I'm going to be, it's just a city. It's not telling you where I'm going to be, what part of the city, none of that. Okay. Um, but I need to stay close to my mom for the first 2 months. There are things that are happening with her that I need to handle. And so, guys, I will also have people with me a lot. Um, I will have my aunt and my cousin are going to come and visit. My sister-in-law is coming to visit. Renee is coming to visit. Jan is going to come down and stay with me. So probably at least half of the time that I am there, there will be somebody with me. So I kind of feel safe telling you guys this. My channel's not so big that I need to worry about that at this point in time. But I am going to be in South Carolina, and I am going to be, for the most part, I will be in Myrtle Beach. So I am so excited, guys. And I'm going to take you there with me and show you different things. That is going to be where my um, ground zero is going to be. That's where I'm going to be. Uh, for all intents, I'll be living there for those 2 months, but I'm not going to spend all of my time in Myrtle Beach. I will be exploring all of South Carolina. So I'm really excited, and I can't wait to bring you guys with me. So that's all I'm going to tell you about where I'm going. I don't want to overshare and say these are some of the places I'm going to visit. This is some of the, I don't want to do that. But I also, gosh, allergies are killing me. But I also um, want to enjoy my stay, and I will have people with me along the way, and we'll be out and about doing things. So I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I hope you will stick with me through this new journey and this new venture that we're going to be going on. And so, guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sticking it out with me and being with me in the beginning of 2024. So guys, until next time. Bye-bye.